You know, when our kids get sick, take them to the pediatrician, you know, a general practitioner, our family doctor. What about when our pets get sick? We want to be sure, I mean, they're like family to us, they're like our kids. We want to be sure that we take them to a well-qualified veterinarian. Well, up here on Pops Ferry Road in D'Iberville, Happy Tails is open in their new location. So we're going to go in and talk to Dr. Griffin and Dr. Askew here at Happy Tails Veterinary Clinic on Pops Ferry Road. Dr. Jennifer Griffin, Dr. James Askew, who I know this gentleman before because we did the segment with him a few years ago up on Highway 49. Still remember that iguana on my arm. Dr. Griffin, now you've got a brand new location here, Happy Tails. You're located in D'Iberville. Give me a little bit of background about yourself.
Okay, well, I actually am from Chicago area. Moved down here after I graduated up there. Been practicing down here since 2002, and have opened up the practice just down the street. It used to be North Bay in 2010, and we moved into this new location just a few months ago. And nice, bigger, brighter, and
big, bright yellow building. You
that's
can't miss
right.
it.
You can't miss it.
No, definitely, and it's real convenient too. I don't care if you're in Biloxi or D'Iberville or whatever Woolmarket area. It's really convenient here.
Absolutely.
You know, to bring your pet. And as I mentioned in the opening, you know, our pets are our family. And I like the little sign that you have, you know, where your pets are family.
Absolutely.
And, you know, definitely because, you know, we're there, we need to really take care of them because, you know, most parts they can't take care of themselves. And you've had some, you know, different issues come through here. I remember the story about the dog that had bad burns on him.
Yes. We had Gage here. He was a stray dog that came in through the Humane Society that had about over 50% of his body burned, and third-degree burns. And so we offered free laser therapy and any kind of care we could for him because we wanted him to heal faster and be healthier. And he's done fantastic. We have a great portrait over there to show that he's doing absolutely fantastic. And he actually is going through heart treatment right currently too.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're going to take you on a little tour here of Happy Tails on Pops Ferry Road and show you some of the different things that they do here for your pets. Now, one of the treatments that you do is laser treatments for animals.
Absolutely.
And who is this lovely lady?
This is Luna Pookie. She's got a really severe hip dysplasia in both hips. And so she gets this laser therapy. We actually shave an area because she has such thick fur. Right. That the laser, we want it to penetrate appropriately to the joint is because of the thickness of the muscle here. Right. So we actually shave that area, but it's basically helps decrease inflammation with the wavelength of the laser. It's very much pain-free. The dogs tolerate it very well. We use it for neuropathies, so paralyzed dogs or dogs who have back issues. We use it for infections. We use it for wound healing. Like
I saw some. I was reading some of the little books that you have out front, and people had made comments and everything about how it helps their dogs who had open wounds or dry spots or whatever, how it's helped them.
Absolutely, and it's a really amazing when you see a dog come in after 1 or 2 treatments that were barely walking, limping, running into the building. Wow! It just makes your heart swell. So
you're going to run that over?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it. So with the hip, we actually have to do it in certain areas of the hip to get so we can get into the actual joint. So we actually have to move this area, feel out where that hip joint is. Right. And then we kind of just go ahead and this is all it takes. Just this. Just a little. It's very fast too.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Now you only do this on dogs?
You can do it on cats, and you actually can do it on certain exotics too.
Really? Now, speaking of laser, when of course I have a cat, and one of the things that I did, I'm sure it's a different type of laser, but when I had her claws removed, on her front claws, I had it done by laser. Yes. Because the whole guillotine thing is like, that's just told to me inhumane. That's just terrible. So do y'all do that too?
We also have laser therapy. I've been practicing and doing laser therapy since 2002. Wow. So I have a lot of experience with lasers.
And that is the way to go. I mean, as you can see, she is not having any problems whatsoever. No. So we're going to let her get finished getting her treatment done. And speaking of exotics, let's go talk to Dr. Askew about some things that he's worked on. Well, this is Daisy. Daisy is a red-armed tamarin. And Dr. James Askew is known for your working with exotic pets. Voted 2011.
I love the cool creatures.
Sexiest veterinarian around here.
You remember that?
I remember that. I remember that. So, why exotics? I mean, what is so special about exotics? I mean, besides they're exotic.
Well, when you're a kid, you're into sci-fi and Star Trek and all these things, and I always wanted to be that guy that my own little Captain Kirk, to be the guy that went where nowhere has gone before, and the only way I can do that when it comes to being a doctor is to treat the stranger of the creatures. And I get to see all kinds of cool cases, and sometimes they're medical conditions for the first time, so I get to fulfill all that fun stuff.
Well, I know in the past you have had some interesting cases. I remember last time that I saw you, you had just removed a wooden egg from a snake.
Yes.
I remember that. Tell us some of the other interesting creatures that you've worked with.
Wow, we've treated bludgeon alligators. We had a red-tailed hawk in here just day before yesterday that was on a power line. An owl with a broken wing just 2 days ago.
I saw that the great horned owl that you had in here. It was young. I saw that on the Facebook page.
Let me see. As far as the snakes you mentioned, it was a ceramic egg, but we had two snakes in the same chicken house that ended up having the same problem, almost exactly a year apart. What are the odds of that happening? Let me see. I could go on forever. I mean, we've removed marbles from salamanders.
Do you find a lot of people in this area that have exotics?
Oh yeah, I mean tons and tons. From amphibians to fish to
snakes,
quite a few primates, snakes, lizards. I got to the point where I really was having a hard time keeping track of them, so I've started a YouTube channel, and there's thousands of videos on just exotics.
Wow. But, of course, one of a lot of people that don't have exotics, you need to get regular checkups for your regular pets, your cats, your dogs, things like that.
Cats, dogs need to be seen at least once a year, and need to make sure that since we can prevent certain diseases in them, rabies, distemper, hepatitis, parainfluenza parvo, canine influenza, all these things need to, we can prevent them. We should, and that's one of the reasons that we're still here for them every day.
Now, and I think Dr. Griffin said something about if you want to try your office out here for one time, it's like $1 for a
I didn't know that just a minute ago. We have a first time client $1 exam. So how's that for awesome?
That is great, but you need to call and make an appointment, to do that, and be sure that you mention that you saw that here on Shop South Mississippi. You want to take advantage of that that $1 special. Anyway, hey there, good to see you. Good to see you too. Hey, if you're looking for a veterinarian, you're looking at me like that for it. Come by and see Dr. Griffin, Dr. Askew here at Happy Tails, located on Pops Ferry Road, about not too far away from the Cedar Lake, north of Cedar Lake.